And what do you think about GTA Online? I mean, is it enough variation and have the original bugs that were at release hampered your progression at all?
No, I think it's good. I didn't play GTA 4 online at all, but I think the fifth one is good. It's very fun online, especially if you play with friends, you know.
Okay.
And the bugs haven't bothered me that much. I think they have solved most of them.
Okay, so your progress wasn't reset at all, or?
No, not at all.
Okay, lucky, because I heard some people that had that problem. But then again, Rockstar gave everybody like 500,000 in-game credits.
Got that as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that was awesome.
What's your favorite activity in GTA Online?
Missions most.
Okay, and you're in a clan, of course?
Well, he's in ours now.
You're in our clan now.
Representing.
Yeah, to the fullest.
It's awesome. But yeah, I think.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for joining us, and we'll get your address off stream and try to figure out how we're going to ship this poster to you. We'll probably just drive it over.
Yeah, maybe that's the easiest.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for picking me.
You're welcome, man.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for joining, and we'll see you next time on GTA Online, man.
Yes, we will.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye.
Later.
Bye.
And with that, we continue.
Yes.
The #1 Game Reactor live stream on the whole internet. On our planet, at least. We're going to jump right into news now. And we have, of course, taken a look at what the news have been throughout the week, and I've picked some, and we're going to try to discuss these with a couple of our editors. But also, you people watching right now, if you have a news piece from our side or just that you know about from this week that you think we should talk about, put it in the chat, and we'll try to bring that up as well.
Yeah, and I'm starting up the Google Hangout here. Only Bengt has joined so far.
But that means we get a beautiful picture of the one and only Bengt Lemne.
And there's Christian Gaza joining as well. And we're also going to have Oscar Nystrom from Sweden.
Yes. All right, should we jump into the first news piece?
Yeah, Oscar isn't here yet.
I could say that we started this news thing last Friday, 2 hours. It's going to be 1 hour every Friday, and we're still kind of figuring out what we're going to call it. So if you have a suggestion for a name, put it in the chat, put it in the comment on YouTube or on the sites, wherever you watch this, and we'll try to decide maybe next Friday, maybe the week after. We'll see if someone brings up a great name. And I'll say we'll probably give you a prize.
Yeah.
If we pick your name, if you're the first one that suggests it.
Yeah.
So
let's see if the technical guys in the back. Do you have audio from Bengt and Christian working all right?
I'm here.
Yep, that's working.
One,
so
two.
let's just jump right into the first news piece.
All right, the first thing we're going to talk about is a game that came out quite a while back, SimCity. Maxis has now announced that you'll finally be able to play SimCity pretty much how a lot of people thought it was going to be. You're going to be able to play it online. I guess that took about 10 months to... Offline, yeah, sorry. It took them a while to get that. It's the update number 10. So, Bengt and Christian. Let's hear Bengt first. What's your thoughts on this update from Maxis?
Well, I mean, it's easy to make light of the fact that something that really should have been there from the start has taken them so long to implement. But I suppose actually it shows that I mean, obviously they built the game with always online as a sort of prerequisite, and I think that's where they made the mistake. And the fact that it's coming out now 12 months later, I think people have already sort of moved on. I feel like SimCity is like, I feel it's way more than a year since it came out. It feels like it's been several years.
Yeah, but it's actually not even a year yet.
Yeah, it was anticipated for such a long time because it had been, I don't know, almost a decade since the last SimCity, and everyone was waiting for it, and then it came out and it was just problematic. And you know, I don't know. Maybe I'll turn it on and get all those 10 updates, or maybe I only need to update it once. I don't know, but yeah, I mean it's clear that that this was a massive mistake from EA's part, and they should have been a little bit more. I mean, they should have realized that it's going to be problems. It's not like Origin was working flawlessly before SimCity, so it was a stupid decision to start things off with, just to build it that way.
Stick to the good part. At least the 10 updates you will be uploading, they all be free. Including update number 10, which is not the usual thing these days.
It would have been fun if they'd had it as a paid download, played.
You get the game. Yeah. Then even more people would flee from their management.
Yeah,
but that's a different story. Yeah, I really think this is the game people are waiting for, and I'll be pretty interested to see if it actually sort of makes the numbers bigger of people playing the game. If it gives them another sort of boost. But that we can only see once the update is there.
Yeah.
And they promised it's not going to take a whole lot of time, and they also promised that they want to run all the tests, all the beta stuff properly, so nothing is not working. But at the moment, I guess we just have to trust them on this one.
Yeah,
I noticed on the German sales charts that SimCity sold was number 8 or something last year. It was really high on the list.
It was a good thing, yeah.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts, Oscar?
On SimCity?
Yeah, and the fact that you can now play it offline, and also Bengt said that hopefully I don't misquote you, but one of the mistakes of EA was the always online. But was the mistake to have the always online, or was it to ship it in a state where it didn't work at all?
I mean, if it's gonna be always online, you gotta have good servers, and they didn't. And I think, frankly, it's too late now to add offline mode, because I think I talk for pretty much every SimCity player when I say I've done it all. I mean, I've played it. I waited for the servers to respond in that initial week or two, or maybe even 3. And I just think it's too late now, actually.
Yeah, I mean, I ended up not jumping into SimCity and waiting, because I was like, let's see how it runs. And it had the same problem that all games where you have to be online had, that it didn't work. Diablo was the same thing. And I think for me, I don't see myself ever playing this now, unless it's really cheap. Then I might give it a go. But it still sounds like the thing with the cities are so small, and there's like several other things that people who are fans of SimCity seem to still be annoyed with this game.
Yeah.
So
I mean, you just have to wait for a Steam sale. No. Oh yeah, it's on Origin.
Yeah,
that's another thing.
I don't really care about that.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I even got a copy of the game, but I'm not playing it. So it's not even about getting it cheap. It's you know, you don't want to spend. I mean, I feel like I didn't jump into it because I didn't want to spend time on a game that wasn't working.
Yeah, exactly.
And then it just sort of fell off my
Yeah, now we have new consoles and other new games that we're looking forward to. But it's interesting that this game went from being some people's game of show at E3 a couple of years ago to being like pretty much forgotten now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the next story.
Yeah, it's.
No wait.
Yeah, let's hear a final comment from Gotza.
No, I was just the last thing that came to my mind was that I'm kind of getting more and more irritated about the fact that there are actually quite a few games that heavily rely on online functions and that are not working at launch. Yeah. I mean, even see something big like GTA Online that never really worked for the first couple of days, and this is probably the biggest release that you could think of attention-wise, and they completely fully messed it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. But then again, I think GTA Online is kind of a special case because, I mean, yes, you can stress test and you can do tests, but then can you scale it up to such a degree? I mean, it's the biggest selling entertainment game.
I think
There's
that's
also-
all
still,
time.
that still annoyed me, but there's the difference with SimCity where you don't
couldn't
need
play
to
at
be
all.
online with that. GTA Online is
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that's like playing Call of Duty online. You need to be online to play that because you're playing with other people.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, it's annoying.
Yeah,
to
but
ha-
I mean, you couldn't play GTA Online at all. I mean, you
no,
of
but
course
that's
could
an
play the
online
offline
mode
game.
in a game where there was an offline mode where.
Yeah, but they consider it to be a separate game. I mean, they launched it a month after the initial game,
Yeah,
so
that's
that
true.
actually represents that game being a product by itself.
Yeah,
But I think it helps that people can play the single player. Then they're not as likely to complain on the internet
Yeah.
if they have something else to do. It's when people can't play at all, then they take to the forums.
yeah. All right, let's move on. The next news story is Nintendo. They are going. They had high expectations, I would say, for this year. They had Wii U forecast for 9 million, which is now down to 2.8. They moved their forecast for the original Wii from 2 million to 1.5, and 3DS from 18 to 13.5. So what's your thought on this, guys?
Yeah, they're gonna have to change something. I mean, that's not even a disappointment for them. That's slaughter. It's complete slaughter. They're gonna have to do some major changes, and I mean, keeping Iwata at the top might not be the best idea, because this is the third consecutive year that it hasn't been that good, and now it's catastrophic. I mean, Mario is in serious danger now.
I agree to a point where it comes to what they do software and hardware wise, but you have to actually always keep in mind that Nintendo has a whole lot of money in the bank. They're probably the richest of the three gaming companies, Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo, if you directly compare them to each other. I mean, Microsoft is obviously...
I think Microsoft are richer.
Yeah, they're beyond as a whole, but if you just take the entertainment
The
and
Xbox
devices
division,
units, the division, then they are smaller. And I actually think that Sony is more in danger, and we had news about this a couple of days ago as well. If they screw up with PlayStation 4, it's going to be a bigger problem for Sony than Nintendo screwing up Wii U, which they actually kind of do at the moment.
My take on this is that the fact that the projection was so damn wrong. I would say,
Yeah, that's true.
I would say that this is like borderline criminal, honestly, to mislead the stock market like this.
Yeah.
2 months before the end of the fiscal year, they say that, oh, we're not going to meet our expectations on Wii U. 70%, we're cutting it down by 70%. I mean, are you telling me that this is the first they've heard of this? In October, they said 9 million. And it's like, they would almost have had to have sold like PS4 and Xbox One together to reach those numbers. If I held Nintendo stock, I would be looking at a class action suit.
Yeah.
I mean, if they can do a class action suit in the US for Battlefield 4 being shipped in a shoddy state, this is like...
Yeah. This reminds me of
this
last year
is-
where Hitman and Tomb Raider, and was the one more that sold pretty well, but then it ended up still being a disappointment because the company had so high expectations for this
Yeah,
game.
Square Enix
Yeah.
had
It
their
was
head in the
Square
clouds.
Enix.
But this is like way worse. I thought I would never see anything like as wrong as that. Like
Yeah. And I mean, we got to look at like the 3DS numbers. They were very optimistic. 18.5 million is a crazy number, but it still sells pretty well. So that part of the business, you can't say that's
No, but that's the other thing.
poorly or anything
The
like
product that actually does well, they're also way like wrong with that. That's crazy.
Yeah. But still, it's like that. I would say that yeah. I mean, of course, being 5 million wrong is not good in any way, but it's not as catastrophic. I mean, it's with the Wii U, it's like basically I think they sold 1.3 million the first 6 months of this fiscal year. Basically, they're saying that they're going to be flat in the second half of the fiscal year with the Christmas sales over the first half, which was catastrophic when they had no titles.
Yeah,
That's
but
basically what they're saying now.
But that is still the state. I mean, the biggest problem for the Wii U is that there is no real game, not this initial great game you need to go out and buy one. I mean, there is Mario Kart is not there, Smash Brothers is coming, that
Super Mario World 3D was there, and
be a title like that, but yeah, but that, I mean, I know my colleagues liked it, a lot of other people liked it. When I played it, I was, personally, I was disappointed. I didn't had the feeling that this was the game, that if you be a 12-year-old, 10-year-old, seeing this at your local store, it doesn't drive you crazy in the night, you know? It's nothing like the old Mario Brothers on the NES or something like that.
Right.
I just think that it's because you're getting older.
No.
No, but I think it's quite clear that the number of people today in the world that feel they have to get the next Mario game, whether it's 3D or 2D, is not that high.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
It's probably around where the Wii U has sold, actually. So, you know, that's the problem. It's not the sort of. I mean, of course, it pushes systems because
they need World of Tanks. That's all they need.
What do you
Then
think they should do though?
then everything is fine. World of Tanks on the Wii U gamepad.
Next news, please.
Yeah, let's move to the next one. Actually, now that I brought up Hitman before, let's move on to the Hitman news story that we have.
Last week there was a lot of miscommunication, and it was going all over the place with people moving to another job titles on LinkedIn and stuff. People thought that they had canceled the new Hitman game.
Apparently they set it up kind of like Call of Duty, that we would have IO in Denmark making one Hitman, and then the other studio
in Montreal, Square Enix Montreal.
So they would swap. But now they're doing mobile games, and the Danish studio IO will continue making the next Hitman, the sixth one, and they wrote an open letter on the official Hitman website.
Yeah, this was all confirmed last week, that IO got the title back and they were working on a next-gen version. And then this week they published an open letter where I dare say, when you read between the lines, they're saying sorry for absolution. What do you guys think? You agree?
I would like to point something out. I think IO have been working on this for a long time. And I think that the news with the LinkedIn stuff last week was sort of delayed. I think that Square Enix did that decision last year because I remember there was some sort of news about IO Interactive would focus on Hitman only, and I think that was actually when they made that decision that we're going to do a little bit differently. And there was also the cuts at IO Interactive at that point, and I don't know that this news piece broke when it actually happened. I think it may have been sort of the case for a long time. Maybe Square Enix Montreal did some pre-planning on a next-gen title, but I find it hard to believe that they actually had two next-gen Hitmans in development in parallel. Considering it's not really a franchise that you release every year.
It's not a Call of Duty level franchise.
No. I mean, every 2 years maybe. I certainly think they can release it more often than they had the last generation. So
we have the open.
I also read it like sorry for absolutions. Now we're going back to our roots, bigger, greater levels than ever. And I think one of the things that I felt about the game, I really liked Absolution, but the contracts mode, the levels were a little bit too small, and there was a little bit too few options in there to make that thing really, really exciting. And larger levels and contracts mode sounds like a really great idea.
Yeah, we have the open letter here on the screen. I'm just going to read a few lines. If you scroll down a little bit, guys. Let me see here. In the next game, you will experience a globetrotting Agent 47 at the prime of his career. the apex predator stalking his prey across the world with the support of his long-term handler Deanna Burnwood and the whole of the ICA. So they're going back to, so they're going into the middle now. The other games we were kind of at the end of he was figuring out who he was, and he wasn't a hitman anymore, kind of. And he was, you know...
Yeah, he didn't have the support.
Yeah, he was tracing what was his origin. Then we got Absolution, which was, you know, even further, where he actually, not to spoil anything, but his handler Diana dies in the beginning, and...
So you did spoil it.
No, I mean, it's
not to spoil, but she dies.
It's the opening minute.
Yeah,
I'm not going further than that. But now we're actually a hitman. Right. And
yeah, I think the part that is really interesting is that I'm the same opinion. You can read in between the lines that they said sorry for Absolution, which I personally think is nothing they have to do, because it was a great game.
Yeah, absolutely. It was just not quite the game that everybody was expecting, maybe.
Yeah, they have the problem that they have really dedicated hardcore fans from that came from the first games, and they expected the game to be even harder than that. So not surviving is actually what they want, and they didn't really receive that. But if you played that game on the hardest difficulty level as a normal player, you just went and put it aside and said, okay, I'm done. This is not possible to solve. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm interested in seeing that if they manage to get this sort of like big levels and mix it with a non-linear concept, it could end up being even better than Absolution was, because that was probably the only real problem the game had, that it was a little too linear in the end.
Yeah, I agree. And let me read a couple more lines here, if we can get the text back on screen.
I think the other thing, like, apology, I think is maybe a little bit too much, but it sounds like at least they're listening to the fans, and like the things with the checkpoints that people was annoyed with, and these like things that made this game, because like the base game was actually good, but they I guess try to dumb it down a little bit in some ways for more casual players, and they're like, okay, we know we have a hardcore following. We're going to remove these, so you're going to get the game that you thought Absolution was going to be.
Yeah, like they say here, we're building this game on the backbone of the Glacier 2 engine, using the best parts of what we have learned through Hitman Absolution, and drawing inspiration from past titles like Contracts and Blood Money to fulfill the core Hitman fantasy. So they're packing an extreme amount of detail on the largest levels they've ever built for a Hitman game. And it's going to be sandbox, open-ended.
Yeah, huge checkpoint-free sandbox levels.
Yeah, and the magic pockets are gone, as they say, in there as well. So you're going to have to select your loadout, and you only have a certain amount of weapons. It's basically great.
Yeah.
Give me that game. I like that.
All right, any final comments before we move on? No?
Sounds good.
All right. No. Let's move on to some Xbox One news. The first one we have is Phil Spencer saying that Xbox One will not be the final console, he thinks. He said on Twitter, let's see, I think the local compute will be important for a long time. What are your thoughts on this?
I think it would be very alarming if he said that Xbox One would be the last console. I think we would all sort of choke on it and just... yeah,
but
that would have been a real big headline.
But is it necessary for him to go out and say this? That's like, to me, it's like saying, oh, there will be another Call of Duty, and I guess this is further out in the future. It's like, why do we need to talk about the next Xbox One? Like this, like you have the Xbox One now. Let's sell some of these. Isn't that what they should be thinking?
Yeah, but I mean, it's not like people are gonna hold back on buying Xbox One because there's gonna be one afterwards. I think it's the other way around. It's about building confidence for Xbox that, you know, we're in this for the long haul. We're in it for the next 10, 20 years.
Yeah.
It's that sort of statement.
Probably also defending the whole console system against Steam machines and stuff like Project, what was it called? Project Catherine from Razer or something like that. Yeah. Christine, yeah.
One of those.
They're basically saying, it's going to be fine. Just trust us. It's going to be fine. That's what they're saying.
Yeah, do you also think that it's to kind of get people not to switch over to the PS4? It's like they're saying the Xbox is an ecosystem that's here to stay. We're going to keep on making new Xbox.
Would that make you not buy an Xbox One instead of a PS4 because they say we're going to make an Xbox 2?
No, but it's like, okay, I can switch to PS4 now and get my friends over there. And you know, if there's not going to be another Xbox, then it's going to die off.
I just don't see anybody think that far in the future.
Yeah, I think people don't generally think more than 1 year ahead. Like that. But I mean, you're making an interesting point, because I think that is one thing that Microsoft really, I'm not sure both them and Sony actually, but I think more Microsoft. I mean, the leverage they have with people having Xbox Live and having achievements and sort of having built the friends list, that is really like the most powerful tool you can have to guide them onto your system this generation. But I think they made it a little bit too easy for people to switch over to PS4 by not sort of locking people down. And I think Sony did a better job with PS Plus in doing that people actually got games that they'd already bought when they got a PS4.
Yeah.
And you're getting benefits through this and stuff like that. Microsoft don't really have anything like that, so but I think that is like the biggest point. People don't want to give up all their achievements or their friends list and things like that, so it's an that point is interesting, but I don't think it really relates to this statement.
Okay. And we have more Xbox news?
Yeah. Oscar, do you have another comment?
Am I still on? Because I'm losing a bit of connectivity here, I think.
I think you're totally on.
Yeah.
I'm on. All right, good.
Oscar on.
Oscar on. Nah, move on.
All right, let's do it. The next one is that retailers have listings for a Diablo 3 on Xbox One. And I'm assuming this will be Reaper of Souls, just like it's coming to PS4. It will be the base Diablo 3 game and also the expansion that is coming out. Surprising? Anyone?
No.
Nah.
Yeah, but
not really.
Nah. I mean, it's good for them if they get it, but it's nothing. For me, it's nothing really big and necessary.
Could this be something that was leaked? Because Microsoft can't go say because let's say Sony made a deal, they had it at the unveiling of the PS4. They can't talk about an Xbox One version yet.
Yeah.
And then they get like a retailer to be like, can you like put it out somewhere that we have an Xbox version as well?
I think that it's one of those things where it's not in the press releases, but I think everyone knows it's coming.
Yeah.
I'm not sure the retailers have actually gotten information. Sometimes they put up a page anyway, but they could just as well have gotten information from Activision Blizzard.
Yeah.
If you remember how it was with the PS3, Xbox 360 version, they only talked about the PlayStation stuff, and then, well, it's coming to 360 as well, and then came out day and date with PS3. I wouldn't be surprised if it's the same thing with the PS4, Xbox One. They come out day and dates, and it's the same game. Maybe some extras on. I think there's some extras on the PS4, like costumes and stuff.
Yeah.
But I think it's a thing where Sony they got the time at the unveiling, and they got that coverage, and the price they pay is not to talk about the Xbox One version.
Yeah, but also to be fair, was it more than one retailer that listed it?
Yeah.
It was more than one.
I think it was. I know it was Argus and Best Buy. I'm not 100%.
GameStop as well, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I think it's like when it's a few of them and they all come up around the same time. It's usually because it's on some sort of list from the distributor.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. But I'm just thinking we have to be fair and say it might also just be that somebody ticked the wrong checkbox before sending out the release.
Absolutely. I mean, a lot of retailers list stuff that's not officially, announced.
Yeah, it might be just like we're saying here. We're assuming it's coming, so they might just be like, "Yeah, this is probably coming." Put it in their checkbox, and then,
Yeah,
but it makes sense that it's coming.
At the same time, it's not like they've said that it's exclusively coming on console to PS4. Reapers of Soul or anything. I've seen no such statement, so I've sort of always assumed that it would be coming. It might not be coming the same day, but who knows?
If it had been an exclusive, I'm sure we would have known about it. Then they would have. If Sony had paid for that, they would say it.
Yes.
All right.
But it's also not an exclusive that it makes sense to pay for, since, you know.
No, and Sony seems to be doing less of that. That seems to be more Microsoft's thing, where Sony still seems to be focusing on their first-party studios.
Absolutely, and you know, given that Sony have like 50 studios working in a first-party relationship with them, it's not surprising they've spent all their money on that. I don't think Microsoft had quite that many that they're working with.
No. All right, next Xbox One news. We have a very cool, I think, Titanfall limited edition controller, which, let's see, the look of the controller is from the C101 carbine.
Yeah, as we can see here on the screen. I don't quite agree, Nick.
I think it's awesome.
It's bright. Come on, it looks like a Wipeout controller from 1999.
Yes, exactly.
It's the future, right?
I think this looks pretty cool.
I think Titanfall really needs to be a big hit for this one to sell well.
What do you think, Oscar?
Titanfall is a lot better than the controller looks, believe me.
Hopefully. But I mean, I would have wanted a big sort of official Titanfall controller to be something more along the lines of a Steel Battalion controller. That would have been more
Oh yeah.
But it plays exactly like a normal Xbox One controller, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
just a skin.
Right. Yeah. So whatever then, I guess.
Let's move on.
All right, let's move on. Let's move on to
lots
some
of
games.
stuff happening this week.
All right, so one of the few games that dropped this week was the HD version of the Vita game of Assassin's Creed. We had Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation coming out for Vita last, I guess that's more than a year ago, it was the fall of 2012. Yeah. And now we have an HD version coming out for 360 and PS3. And Bengt, you played it.
Yes. I mean, it's quite a drop from playing Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag to playing Liberation HD.
Right.
You know, it's in every way it's a portable game. It feels very abbreviated compared to a full-size Assassin's Creed, and by that I mean the missions are shorter. The open world isn't really there. It's like it sort of has that sort of sandbox quality to the levels, but it's not really an open world game.
No, you're really locked into
there's
where
really
to go.
no. What?
You're really locked into like where you need to go.
I mean, it's like open environments, but they're way smaller, and it's like more of a level structure than in Assassin's Creed. And you know, the little things you can do on the side, they just feel pointless in a small game like this. You know, in an Assassin's Creed, it's like you work the economy, you do little things, you do side missions, because it's sort of it's a greater world fantasy, but it doesn't feel like that when you're playing this game. So it's very difficult to go from the great experience that was Black Flag to this. I mean, it's not a terrible game in any way, and I like the main character. I think it's a good thing that we get a female assassin.
She's cool.
And then hopefully they can do something like that in a future, you know, main series title as well. I enjoyed that, and I enjoyed the fact that you dress up as different personas in the game
and had different abilities.
Yes, they play differently, and I think they could have done way more with that system. Actually,
I was thinking that as well.
Because it's still pretty much locked down on. You know, you can't really. It's not like you're given variation within the mission, because you pretty much have to wear a certain.
Yeah, if you could. I was thinking if you could swap costumes during a missions, that would be awesome.
Yeah, and also the missions would play out differently. For instance, you know, you'd have to do it in a different way if you would do, you know, provide different alternatives. But it wasn't really like that when I played it. No. So,
did you?
And also the graphics really betray its origins, I think, and it was also a little bit glitchy and some bugs that annoyed me.
Did you play it originally on the Vita?
What?
Did you play it originally on the Vita?
No. No,
Oh, okay.
this was my first experience of
I
it.
played it on the Vita, and I haven't played the HD versions, but it sounds like a game you should pick up on the Vita. And I don't know if it's free, but I think it has been free on Plus. And I mean, now it's a year and a half old, so it's like if you opt for playing an old Assassin's Creed on the Vita, I think it's great for that. I had a lot of fun with it on the Vita.
Yeah, and the mission, the way that one thing that I didn't like was the length of the sequences. They're really short, and a lot of the time, one sequence of a memory is just like one set piece.
Yeah.
Whereas in normal Assassin's Creed game, it's like a chain of different things that you do.
Yeah.
And that, of course, is much better fit for a portable experience.
Exactly.
When you maybe play 15 minutes and you get something meaningful done. But when you play it like for hours and it's just like little short things all the time, it just doesn't feel as rewarding as
Yeah. Do you know if it's cross-buy?
No.
It's not.
It's not.
No.
Okay.
No.
Gatsa, you were very excited for
And
this,
it's actually
right?
it's a little bit more expensive than your normal digital download as well. I think it's like 20 euros.
Oh, okay.
So
Gatsa, what's your thought on this game?
What did you just talk about?
I
I don't know. No, I'm just kidding. The thing is, I mean, I refuse to review that game because I think it's really nothing you should do. Making a HD port of a game that's a year and a half old and bringing that out initially, I don't know, 6 weeks, 8 weeks after you put out a great Assassin's Creed, a really, really good Assassin's Creed. I don't know. I think it hurts the brand in my world.
I hope this doesn't hurt
it's-
Aveline, because I would really like to see something with her. Like she is one of the few female characters we have where it's like she's a proper character and it's not it's the female. We have a game with a female character. Like she feels like a good character.
Yeah, I really enjoyed her, but it's like Christian says, it's like I don't really know if it's Ubisoft wanting to recoup the cost of development on the Vita, because obviously the Vita game didn't sell as well as they'd hoped for.
But actually, I think compared, it's just that there wasn't a lot of Vitas, but I think it sold like compared to how many Vitas there are, it sold like insane numbers.
Yeah, but the problem is that doesn't make Ubisoft.
Yeah, that doesn't really matter.
No.
They need to sell copies. So yeah, I mean, they probably had it like an Assassin's Creed cannot sell 500,000 or whatever Assassin's Creed Liberation sold on PS Vita. It needs to sell blah blah blah, and then they said, okay, let's do an HD port, and that's what it is.
Yeah. Can we move on to more relevant things now? If possible.
Sure. All right, let's move on to the next thing. That's another thing that Bengt has played. We played it on the live stream the other day. Don't Starve, free on PlayStation Plus right now. And Bengt, you played it, and also we have some. Let's hear first. What did you think of Don't Starve?
No. First,
I really enjoyed
before
it.
we do that,
Oh yeah, sorry.
we're gonna play the trailer for the recently announced DLC for the game.
Yes.
So let's get that full screen and play that. Yeah.
I mean, obviously Clay Entertainment have updated Don't Starve ever since they released the alpha first on Steam, I think early access, something like that, in October 2012 or something. And since then they just built out the game, and of course the PS4 version that was released now is the full version that is on PC now. They've released everything on that, so I don't know if it's gonna come out day and date, this new DLC on PC and PS4, but hopefully. We'll see it soon on PS4 as well. I'm playing it on PS4, and after yesterday's stream, I had to go and play it, and I played for like 2 hours after it, so it's really an addictive game, and you always find new things to do, and I really enjoyed it. I think it works perfectly on console, actually, which is kind of surprising. But.
Yeah, yesterday's stream was very entertaining, I think, and it's a lot of depth in this game, actually.
Oh, the depth is terrifying. I mean, there's so much to do there, and then you know, it's like, and I started playing with a new character, the librarian, and she's really fun because I don't know if you saw the stream, but she doesn't need to build the science machine in the beginning, so she has a lot of things that she can do straight away.
Okay.
So that was it was very different to do it like that. Also, she can produce books that I don't really know what they do, but I'm gonna explore that.
And that's
They make you clever.
That's what.
Yes.
That's what Wikipedia is for.
I think there's like a farming help book, so I guess she grows quicker plants or something when she has that equipped or something. I don't know.
Yeah, but we don't have a date yet for the DLC, right?
No,
It's
it's
just
just coming soon.
Yeah.
But I would assume that they roll it out on PC first, perhaps, because obviously they've waited the longest for an update. And we don't know if it's a paid DLC or just an update, because I think all the updates have been free on the Steam version of the game.
Yeah, yeah. So,
So
it makes sense that they'll actually charge for the DLC.
Yeah, I mean, with
Yes.
them
Yeah.
releasing this game on
Especially on
PS4 and it
PS4 and
being
it's-
free the
yeah.
first day, like, it would make sense
Yeah.
that this is a way of saying, okay, then we'll sell some DLC.
But I also think that when you're free on the first day, I think Sony has to pay you a little
Yeah,
money.
yeah, for sure, for sure.
So they, you know, I think they get some compensation for that.
I hope so.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like I don't want to take it out in advance, but it looks like Sony are lining up different indie titles for each month now.
Yeah.
Outlast next month, and then maybe Octodad in March.
Yeah.
So I think it's a really nice way of introducing people to these kind of smaller games.
Yeah, and you'll have something to play on your brand new console then.
Yep.
Right, they talked about that, right? That the indie games really saved the PS4 launch from failing. Basically.
Yeah, it's been big
I don't know who
at
did.
all their like press conferences as well at E3 and everything. It was a big part of their conference that we're gonna do indies.
Right. Well, I'm gonna go pick it up after this this stream on Steam though.
Yeah.
All right, Gata,
PC Master Race.
are you excited for Don't Starve? Are you considering
I
playing?
actually haven't played it, but it's one of these games. I read the review, and actually, being a games journalist, I read a lot of that stuff, and still it made me wanting to go and play the game. So this is actually a good sign, and I think this comes down to that game being a good game. So I think I'll pick it up as well.
I mean, it really speaks to sort of as a kid when I played video games, exploration was like the #1 thing. You wanted to see the next level. What's in the next level? What's going on there? And this game sort of does that to you, but in like an open way. And I really like that part of video games, which is why I don't use the Wikia when I play Don't Starve.
Right.
Yeah, and of course.
But I die a lot as well.
And of
It
course,
did remind me about. It did. I was just gonna say it did remind me of Spelunky a lot. That factor of dying a lot and having randomly generated worlds. That actually does appeal to me. So.
Yeah, I was just about to say that roguelikes are just the best.
Yeah, among the best.
Well, okay, I'll give you that.
I mean, when they're done right, and you always feel like you're progressing, even though you're not, then they're, you know, because I mean the progression in Don't Starve is really with the player, not with the character, and I think that when you can do that right, and sort of knowledge becomes your leveling up, then it's a really nice thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Move on to.
I like that idea too.
All right. Next story. Now we're getting to the good stuff. Everybody's game of the
Tetris.
year is finally getting DLC. So,
Oh no.
so Naughty Dog has, and I guess Sony has officially announced that the first single-player DLC for The Last of Us is coming out on February 14th.
Valentine's Day.
Yes.
How fitting.
And it will be about the story in this game in the DLC takes place before the main game, but after the comics that were released.
Yeah.
And we play as, I actually don't know if you control Ellie or the other girl, but you're following Ellie and a new character we haven't seen before called Riley.
Yeah.
And I think you'll be controlling Ellie, and then Riley will be sort of your mentor.
But let's take a look at the trailer. So let's get that full screen and.
No way.
Ellie! Oh, are you kidding me? Come on.
There we go, The Last of Us Left Behind. And I have to say, I love that the game is getting single-player, story-based DLC.
That's what we want.
And not multiplayer DLC.
So guys, are you gonna jump into this DLC?
Of course. Right away.
Yeah, I mean, it's I don't know. I mean, I feel like you are pretty complete with the story of Last of Us, but still, I mean, it's a world that I would like to see more of. So
Yeah.
why not?
Yeah, I think it's good. The story, like this, I totally agree. The story is done. Like, but this takes place before, which I think is perfect. And this reminds me I need to go back, and I think I read the first comic only. I want to go back and fill out more of that universe.
Yeah, and I like that they're kind of doing the same as Bioshock Infinite is doing with their DLC, although not quite to the same extent of giving you a new story with some of the same characters in different setting.
Do we know just about how long it's gonna be?
No.
No details on that yet.
Right.
But I guess you can pretty safely bet that it's going to be a good chunk of game to play, and it's also a good example of the way you make decent DLC. Because I'm pretty sure this hadn't been finished when the game was shipped.
Yeah.
So I think this is actually DLC they produced after they finished the game, and not something that could have been shipped with the game.
Yeah, although they were probably already writing it.
I
of
actually
course
don't think
they were
they were.
writing
It sounded like they were, after the game was out, they started working on this from scratch.
Okay.
So, and I mean, also if you look at how long this has not been planned. Well, they could have written it, not about that, but that it takes this long before the first piece of story DLC comes out really shows that it wasn't something that was in the game and that they just chopped out.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. But I would assume that they had pre-planning for all the stories that they're going to do with The Last of Us since very long time back.
I think it was more
All
like
the
they had
comics
notes and ideas,
like
but
an
they
outline maybe.
Yeah.
And of course, they reuse all the tools and probably a lot of the assets as well. So
yeah, but I mean, still it's a very good example of how everybody should actually approach the DLC topic. Just make something that makes sense, that is not just added on the game in a way that everybody thinks, okay, I could have gotten this when I purchased the full game.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I think there are many ways to do DLC, and this is certainly one way to do it. And it's like you said, it's close to what with Bioshock Infinite, and I think it's also sort of close to what they did with Dishonored. That I kind of enjoyed that sort of a mirror story to what you experienced in the full game.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I also think that it's different for different kinds of games. In some games, like for instance, Enemy Within and A Brave New World, they sort of basically reinvented the game with an expansion, and that's even better in my opinion. But of course, you can't do that really with a single-player story-driven game like The Last of Us. But
No, but I mean,
In general,
at least it seems we're getting past the days of horse armor.
yes. Well, I mean, those days are long gone, I think. But I'm also like, I'm a little bit against the whole sort of season pass thing, because that sort of locks you down.
I bought the season pass.
Yeah, but I mean,
Right.
it's like then, you know, it's like I don't know. It feels like you're actually buying two games.
I get what you mean, and I think for most games I wouldn't do it. I think I've only in the last couple of years I've only bought Call of Duty where I know I'm going to be playing that game a ton, so I don't care. I just want the new maps, and for this is like one of the few studios where I actually trust that they put in the effort and the work that it takes to continue the work and have a proper story that I like think this has to be worth it. I trust Naughty Dog enough to give them my money.
Yeah, but it's also kind of like, okay, this game was so great, and I want to give the studio the ability to tell the publisher, look at how many people want DLC for it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, it's...
I did buy the season pass after I had finished.
But I mean, a lot of the time, a season pass would include some multiplayer maps, some story DLC. I just don't see myself being interested in all of that.
No.
And I gotta pay like a package price for it.
Yeah, it's true, but it's a choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's move on.
And I will
But it
say
also seems like everything is locked down from release and a year forward, and then they're just putting them out. And that, you know, that speaks towards what Christian was saying about, you know, could this stuff be included in the game, or what's, you know.
I will say when this news story went up, it was confirmed for the US, and it's since been confirmed for Europe as well for the same day. So Valentine's Day will be for me probably with my PS3 and not with the girl. So
yeah, for this Valentine's Day, don't buy chocolates or flowers. Take a trip back to post-apocalyptic Earth.
Yeah, but what it comes down to is that this is more of The Last of Us, which I believe we all gave a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
All over the world.
Anybody here who didn't give it a 10? Because then out.
We'll hang up.
Yeah. You gave it a 9.
No. All right, let's move from one Riley to another.
From one what?
From one Riley to another, the new character in Last of Us, of course, called Riley. And in Call of Duty, we have one of the most famous dogs in history now, I think, Riley the dog. But anyway, the point is, we have DLC news for Call of Duty.
It's a German Shepherd.
So we know that there's the first piece of DLC is called Onslaught, which there was both a map for the extinction mode and 4 maps for the normal online multiplayer. So not surprising, we know this comes every year, but does this sound good to you guys?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I like the fact that it's kind of Halloween-y. They seem to go out there to just... I mean, it seems like it's made to have, you know, a lot of fun with it instead of just new weapons, new game modes.
Yeah.
I like the fact that it's going to be one guy being Michael Myers.
Exactly.
It's going
that's
for sure and everyone. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna probably be playing that. Although it still seems to me like I'm with the entirety of Call of Duty Ghosts that I'm just playing basically the same game that I've been playing for a long time. And I mean that's the discussion that has been done a long time ago. But yeah, this new thing seems kind of exciting, actually.
What's the feeling out there? I'm not playing it right now, but are the maps good in Ghosts, or you mean, is there a need for more maps right now? Do people feel tired of the ones that are there? Are they?
Yeah, there's always
a few that's being used.
Yeah, I mean it lengthens the fun of it, I guess.
Yeah, it's something new. I know the competitive players are in generally not happy with the maps.
Right, but they never are, though.
No, but I think this has been more negative than usually, and that's probably also because of some of the features missing in in the whole multiplayer suite now, we don't have the COD casting mode that we also use for Friday nights usually. But rumors are we're getting that within a week or two, leading up to COD Champs, where Activision and Microsoft needs it themselves for their tournament. So, but yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if how well this does, because there's always the talk about is Call of Duty on the decline or not. But the thing with the pro players not being happy with the map doesn't really matter that much with the DLC, because you generally don't play the DLC maps in tournaments. So yeah, but I mean, it's the standard thing. We're getting new maps. I think it's always good for shooters to have something fresh in them. I hope they will do more like new weapons or things like that. So not just maps. So I mean, anything to keep the games fresh for multiplayer, I think is good.
Yeah.
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 And
Can we talk about the important stuff now? Or
Yes. What would you like to talk about?
Tetris. I mean, what are we? The whole thing is coming down to Tetris being on PS4 and Xbox One this week. This is news. I mean, come on.
Yeah,
guys.
Ubisoft making a Tetris game.
Yeah.
We had a lot of fun on Skype proposing ideas of how it's going to be structured.
Yeah, there is certainly going to be DLC for that one, and I think Dory said it's going to be the straight block first.
Piece, that's going to be paid DLC.
Yeah. Music remix by Skrillex.
Yep.
Maybe colored blocks as DLC as well, and
Colored blocks, that's cool.
Yeah.
Get out of that.
I find the whole sort of the Tetris license thing fascinating. I don't really know why.
Same here.
I don't really know why Ubisoft would, it's like and there's been so many publishers involved with Tetris over the years, and I
think nobody actually has a license, to be honest. I think everybody.
Well, I think they're working with the Tetris company. I think they hold maybe the logo or the name or something. I don't really know where the license is.
When you do see Tetris written, it does have the registered trademark logo next to it. So somebody, as you can see here on the screen, there is a registered trademark, but who owns it? That's a good question. I know that the creator of Tetris didn't get any royalties until just a couple of years ago.
Everybody can make a Tetris game. We could do it here now. It'll be legal.
Yeah, but I know the creator of Tetris, he didn't get any royalties for it until a couple of years ago because the Soviet Union owned the rights.
He was working for the Soviet government at the time. Yeah. So basically they owned it, but I think the rights sort of, just like many things in good old Soviet Russia was
disappeared maybe.
Yeah, someone's pocket got lined, and now it's I don't know.
Now it's
for me, it's like, if you hold the rights to Tetris, why would you go through Ubisoft to release it? It's like, why don't you do it yourself? You just need a couple of coders to put some new colors on the blocks and release it on every platform under the sun.
It's next gen, Bengt. It's next gen. They need all.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, they need to upscale it to 1080.
Maybe Kinect control,
60 frames per second.
If I'd be the guy, I let Wargaming do it. That'd be good. Well,
the thing I wonder about Tetris is, would this be always online as well?
You have to connect to Uplay to play it.
And the servers will just be crashing on the release day, and no one can play Tetris.
But all jokes aside, I think Tetris is a game that should definitely be on any platform that ever comes out anyway. So it's a good thing.
Yeah, it should be on every electronic device, basically.
Yeah.
Yes.
What time is it? We're 2 minutes past.
Yes. You know what time it is? Call of Duty time.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. So I know Gatsa will stay tuned. I hope the rest of you will as well. Thanks you guys for joining us. And we'll see you next week for more news. Again, if you're watching it, please participate in the chat and let us know if you have a suggestion for what we should call this new segment of Game Reactor Live.
Yeah, we've had some suggestions, none very good so far, unfortunately.
I like the one with like shooting the shit with Nick or something.
Yeah. I don't know.
You might be lucky enough to win a digital copy of Tetris when it comes out sometime.
If you come up with a name.
2014.
But yeah, thanks for joining us, guys, and we'll do this again next week.
Yes.
Cool.
Thanks.
All right.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Bye.
Later.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, and if you're watching the stream now and have been waiting for Call of Duty, of course what you need to do is add GR Friday nights on PSN to play with us. We'll play some rounds of Freefall this time. This is kind of our warm-up Friday for GR Friday nights, which should start proper next Friday. We'll have more info on the bigger competitions. Some really crazy stuff is in the works, so be excited for that. Keep your eyes on the Game Reactor websites and on GR Friday nights on Facebook. But today we are playing some Freefall. What you can win is some SteelSeries headsets if you do really well. Let's see if we go into the game and see if we have friends online. So what we'll do is, I think I'll actually just jump into a warm-up game for myself. We don't have the Codcaster mode, so you have to settle with how well I'm doing. We'll see if that has gotten better since last time. I've unlocked a couple of things today. I've been spending a little bit of time on the PS4 with this.
I wanted to be exactly like last time.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, let's see. But yeah, add us on PSN, GR Friday nights, and then after this round of Freefall, let's see how far we're into the round, but then we'll play for SteelSeries headset.
Yep. I believe I have them right over here. I'm gonna go get one, show it off.
All right, so this round is pretty far into it. So we'll play one more, stay in the lobby, and then after that we'll get into the nitty-gritty. All right, started out with a kill.
Yeah, so here we have it, the SteelSeries Siberia V2. Let's see, is that in focus? Close enough. That's Xbox 360, PS3, Mac, PC, Linux.
Everything.
Xbox One, but not the PS4, I think.
No.
Oh. Although I guess you can plug it into your controller, right? Because that's just a...
I actually don't know. But it should work for most things.
Yeah.
If not everything.
So yeah, join us, kick Nick's ass, and win a headset. I mean, what could be better?
Actually went positive. We'll see.
Okay.
All right. It's here.
That's not you.
No.
So what's the plan with maps and modes?
Well,
evening?
Freefall, and we'll see about maps. I think we're going to play the smaller maps.
Yeah.
It depends on how many we are, but I think the smaller maps are more fun for Freefall, so we get into the action.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then, as I said, next week is when we should start having the real competition where you can win more stuff. But yeah, we're kind of waiting for the final confirmation and everything. So
Yeah, we're in talks with Activision about what exactly we're going to be presenting you with. But from what I hear about the proposed ideas, it's going to be pretty exciting.
Yes.
Not that a headset isn't good, but it's going to be bigger.
Yeah, but you know what's better than a headset? Headset and more stuff. So
Absolutely. So join us now for a headset to start with.
And it will be the same way next week. You need to add us on PSN or Xbox Live. I think we'll swap what we play on.
Yeah, the very best way to join is to go to Facebook/GR Friday Nights.
Yes.
Where we post all the information, all the rules, and way to contact us, etc., 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 and which platform we're going to play on.
We'll announce everything on there.
Yeah, so
but of course,
Facebook.com/GR Friday Nights for all
there'll
information.
also be news pieces about it on the different Game Reactor sites.
Yes, absolutely.
All right.
And to be clear, right now we are playing on the PS4. 4.
Which I think is great with the new controller. Really loving that.
Yep. There was one news piece that we didn't get to in the previous segment with the degrading of some of the analog sticks.
Yeah, which we luckily haven't happened to our controller yet.
No, not at all. Ours still looks like it's in pristine condition, but we have some photos of some very shoddy looking
and also
PS4 controllers, unfortunately.
More on the PS4 controller news, we also had the news that Shuhei Yoshida came out and said that there won't be, at least for now, they're saying there won't be a function of turning off the light, the LED light in the controller.
Yeah, that was always something that they said there was going to be an option that you could just turn off the light.
They were talking about that, I mean, the reason for this light was that you're going to have the camera, and then it ended up not being, you know, part of the package like it is on Xbox.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of weird, I guess, but I mean,
I would like the function, but it doesn't really like.
Is it really annoying anybody that much?
Tape it then, like if you think it's that big of a problem.
I mean, I'm always for more options. It's better.
For sure. Why not have it there?
In the scope of things, this is not high on my list of things that make me want to buy another console instead.
I haven't had any problems with, like, I don't know if people think that if you're sitting in the dark or something that it lights up and can ruin things. But I haven't had a problem with that, that it's annoying. Really excited actually for Thief coming soon, where it changes the light after how visible you are. So if you're visible, it'll light up, I think, and if you're not, it'll turn off or something like that, which sounds really cool, a way of using it. So Dor, you're not really commenting on my play this time.
No,
Is that because I'm
answering a question in the chat here.
Okay.
People were asking how to join, and I just thought I'd.
Yeah, I'll invite you. I did see we just got a friend request, so I'll invite people soon. See here if we get some radar stuff going on.
So how are you doing? You are
5-1.
Okay, and second place. No, third place.
It seems more to be an issue of actually finding people right now than actually killing them.
Yeah.
So.
And this is a free-for-all mode. What's this map called again?
It's called Flooded.
Flooded.
Because we have in the middle there's this river and the water can rise. So I don't know if it actually does it every time, but so it's like two. See here, here's the river I was crossing.
Yeah, so it changes mid-match.
Yeah,
yeah.
And it's a flooded area. I guess that's why it's called that. All right, second place. In first now.
Mm-hmm. The Necromancer 9 is just non-stop talking.
Yeah.
Which we can't hear.
No, I have no sound on, which is one of the things I've been complaining about a lot with playing Call of Duty here. Is besides having the light in my face, I have no sound basically. Mm-hmm. So no sound whoring for me. Oh, don't reload there. And I think that's actually one of the things that is really annoying me about Call of Duty Ghost is how important sound is. It's cool that you can sound whore people, but it's like ridiculous in this game. And when you put on dead silence in this game compared to other ones, if the enemy has amplify on, it basically doesn't matter. Like you sound like an elephant walking around.
Yeah.
God damn it. Which is annoying.
Doggy.
Ooh. Dead doggy.
How dare you?
All right, I need to step on my game now.
You are in first place.
Yes. But I want to keep it that way.
Is that your dog running around?
Yes.
And we got a field order, 1 kill while jumping. That shouldn't be too hard.
I don't think that's going to happen. I'm not good at that. And that's one of the things that
just do a quick 360 no-scope while jumping.
That's one of the things they've changed in this game compared to Black Ops 2, I think, where jumping around corners was a very good thing to do. It worked really well. Where here it's more of a where the drop shot wasn't that effective, where here it's like the opposite.
Okay.
I don't know actually why that is, but I don't know if it's just me that feels that, but I feel like, yeah. That's the shotgun to the face. All right.
And as predicted, you failed the field orders.
Yes. Sitting in the corner.
Well, you're supposed to check the corners.
Yeah. And that's the thing here with the way the sound works. People can just sound horn me, like sit in the corner, listen for when someone's walking past them and hear it a mile away. And I actually have dead silence on, so.
And a good way to do that is to have some
Yes.
nice headphones, which you can win these Siberia V2 headsets just by joining us here and kicking Nick's ass. So, couldn't be easier.
Actually don't even need, oh.
You don't even need to do that. You just
No.
need to beat everybody else.
Yes. That
But,
wasn't a problem last time, but I think if I'm winning, then we'll give it to second place.
Yeah. But so just join, add us on PSN GR
And don't
Friday
worry,
nights.
I'll accept the invites in a little bit.
Yeah,
Like
we're
the
just gonna
friend
finish
requests.
this round, and we're just doing a warm-up round right now. Just so you can see what you're up against. And pro tip, of course, watch the stream while you're playing, so you know where Nick is.
I was actually considering doing search and destroy, but I don't want to do that because if you can just stream watch, then it's not fun.
Yeah.
It
Well,
doesn't really
I mean,
matter.
it just puts a little bit more pressure on you because
Yeah,
it's what,
it's
it's 30 seconds?
Yeah,
So-
is it that much?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, then it might be. Oh, got the field orders. Let's see what we get. I usually die when I get these. Oh, he's on his game.
Yes.
Come on.
LMS.
Yeah, I'm IMS.
IMS, what
It's
is
like
that?
a mine system.
Oh, yeah, it's the
defensive
mine
one.
that pops up and, yeah.
That's super annoying. Oh,
Yeah, super annoying when
the enemy
somebody
has
else
it.
puts it on down.
All right, 4 away. See, I see a guy in here.
Yeah,
friend from before, he's-
fool me once.
He's still sitting there.
Yeah, fool me once. Should have had that. There's a guy behind you. Come up the stairs.
That was almost a jump kill. All right, 2 more. Can we get 2 more? 1 more. Come on, friends. I miss. Let's walk past here. Oh, so I'm like, oi, getting it with the IMS. Don't knife me, bro. All right.
So yeah, add. We've got some friend requests you need to take care of.
Just gonna make sure.
GR Friday nights. So Ninja.
Of
The
course.
Ginger Ninja.
Yes.
Yeah, that was pretty good. 1,500. The next guy had 900 points. So.
All right. So I'm gonna take a look out here. I'm gonna do private match so we can control everything.
Yeah.
And I will say you can only compete in one of these, or you can only win once. And don't think you can outsmart us by playing different game PSN IDs or gamer tags, because of course we'll end up having your address and all that information afterwards. So
Yeah. Unless you have several houses.
yeah. And we have busted people in the past. All right, let's just see. What we need to do is go play online, private match. And then I will invite people. I will also say I don't think we'll be using it right now, but we have a Game Reactor clan. So if you are up for playing some clan wars, please help us level up the Game Reactor clan.
Yeah.
wonder if I can just set this to open. To game.
CZCX in the chat says, "Stop reloading before going through doors. God damn it!"
Yeah,
So-
it's actually interesting because we talked about this the other day when we were playing the PS4 freemium games with
Yeah.
Philip. Like, stop reloading, and especially with the gun I had there. I think it's because I'm bad at it to begin with, but I've been playing a lot with the Remington, which has very few bullets in that clip. So you need to reload earlier with that gun, but with the MTAR you really.
Oh, are you
need to.
inviting Wicked Nick?
Did I just do that?
Yeah.
I did. Why am I at the main menu? I guess I'm online on my. Did I leave?
You leave it on at home? Now, no cheating. You can't win a headset.
I mean, if I can play both controllers at the same time, don't I deserve a little something?
I'm sure we could work something out. But you're not getting one of these Siberia V2 headsets like our users out there. If they join and join the battle, win a headset. I think that's the last time I'm going to do that for like half an hour.
Yeah.
But now you know.
A lot of people online here. Let's see. One thing I've noticed is it takes forever to invite people on the PS4 compared to the last gen of consoles.
Yeah.
I feel like this is taking longer. Okay, last one.
You can't just bulk invite?
I don't know, maybe that's what I need to sort out. Let's see. Oh, we have some people here. Game setup. I think Strike Zone is a good one to start out with. Let's play a free-fall custom. Join in progress, sure. The mission disabled. Let's see. Let's see here.
And a new friend request.
Perks enabled, kill streak. No restrictions. Good. We had some more.
Yeah, some people talking about they'd like to play on the PS3 or the Xbox
will be,
or Xbox. Well, we can only
happen.
play one console at a time, unfortunately. But keep an eye out on Facebook/GR Friday Nights, where we announce which platforms we're going to be playing on and what the prices are going to be, so that you can join us at the correct date on the correct system.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Stay tuned.
See here.
We will play all the platforms again. And if I get my way, we're going to be playing on PC as well.
Alright, let's see here. Don't try to send me game invites. I'm not going to join your game. You have to join ours. Let's just say that's it for now. I'm just going to see if the two guys that we just added... I can't, Skillpel, I can't invite you because you're in a party. And let's see if the other guy is online. He's not online yet, so we'll have to wait for them. Well, we're doing 3 of these, so it's the plan.
And are we gonna do a warm-up round, or are we gonna?
No, this is full
straight
on.
to business.
Yes,
we only have an hour.
But I need to set this up first, so have to wait on that. I apologize. Quick draw. No, I don't.
And it's the classic setup that you like. Basically, you want to try to be as invisible as possible.
Yes. See, now the thing is, do I want to be silent or what? No, I'm going to go with that one. And then
What was that one?
I want to do hip fire instead. And then I'm going to go do... Falling damage is usually not a problem.
How many points do you have to spend here?
It depends, because I choose not to have a secondary and not have grenades. So I have more points because I feel like that's more important.
Okay.
I'm going to go gambler. And then I'm going to do specialist. And I'm going to do dead silence. And I'm going to do marathon. And I'm going to do reloading. I'm gonna do.
So first you select the perks that you have natively.
Yeah, and then
and
I chose
a strike package, which you get after you get a kill
Yeah,
streak.
and there you can choose like the choppers and all. There's the assault one where it's the standard one. Then you have the support one where it's you don't reset after you die, and then you have this one which works like the first one, but you get perks instead of.
Yep.
Let's do that one. All right, and I need the Remington as well. So I want to do quick draw, stalker. I want to do focus, and then I want to do that one. I want to do agility. I want to do
and another specialist strike package.
Yes, I like running with that. I'm
Yeah.
going to do ICU, scavenger, that one, dead silence, that one, and that one. All right, I'm good. I hope you are as well. Ooh, we have 3 people in what seems to be a clan.
Risk.
But let's start this. So if we have time, we'll try to do 3 of these. So there'll be 3 people able to win a SteelSeries
Siberia
headset.
V2. Now you're doing it. Now you're doing it.
I got my hands full.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're playing on Strike Zone. I think one of the better maps, and it's also one of the maps that's actually being used competitively. So
okay.
I imagine we'll be covering this more. I hope we'll do some sort of. We've been talking about doing some sort of masterclass thing where we talk about the guns and the weapons and what way you play it.
Yeah, and you go through your layout a bit slower and explain what
I
everything
think we'll
is.
try to get some actual pro players or someone who knows more than me to do it and talk about what maps are being used at COD Champs in LA in March and how people who know more about it will choose to play these maps in the different game modes. All right, let's see here.
Starting off nicely. The 3rd guild member came out of nowhere.
Yeah. I forgot one perk that I
clan,
actually would have
sorry.
liked to have had on here. Oh, someone camping in the corner. Oh. So one of the perks I put on now, it's called Gambler, where you just get a random perk as your last one, which is kind of fun. It only costs 1, but you can get like one of the different perks cost different points. So some of them cost only 1 of the points. Where I think the most expensive one costs 5 of your points.
Yeah.
So you can actually, if you're lucky, get the one that costs 5 for just 1. But of course that's random, so you don't know. Let's see here.
Field orders, 1 kill from behind. And then you get killed from behind instead.
Fitting. See, I am 2nd place. Oh, you were smart.
Yeah. Writing a couple more messages to the chat, which of course if you're watching you should join, and we'll have a little discussion here about why the PS3 and the PS4 can't play together when it's the same game. Well, basically it's because it isn't the same game.
I mean the game is it's different.
The code is different.
Yeah.
Optimized differently, so and the net code for the 2 machines is just different.
Yeah, and I guess it's not.
It's kind of like asking why can't a PS3 and an Xbox play together or something.
And I mean,
like
it could work. Now I'm getting destroyed all of a sudden. It could work, but I think it's just safer not to do it. They don't want a game that's this competitive. They don't want people to have an advantage because they're using. I'm sure people would find out. Oh, this console is better.
Yeah, yeah.
We don't want that.
You're extra lethal. Grenades.
So we have one guy who is way in the lead. You can see here. I actually just got moved. into third place. I was second most of the time. But other than that, we seem to be fairly...
And of course, which place you're in doesn't matter in regards to the
other than my
competition.
morale and ego.
And comments from me.
Yeah, true. But I would say that order.
Of importance?
Yes.
Oh, come on. You take it personally when I make fun of you. Why didn't you knife?
I don't do knifing. And that's probably my I need like a scuff controller so you can knife as well easily. I have as I say all the time, I play tactical, so I can drop shot, which I don't really do that much in this game. But so moving and I don't play claw, so I can't access the knife button very easily. Oh, now we're getting somewhere. Oh, there you go. You wanted the knife.
I got my knife. And then you ran through a door reloading.
Yeah. I was out of bullets, that's why I chose to knife. It was faster to move my finger than to reload and get bullets. Alright, let's see here.
Currently in 4th place with, what's his name? Zurix from the Risk clan.
You see he's way in...
Although that didn't help him there.
Was that the guy I killed?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, guy camming in the corner there. Okay. 4th?
X Sirius takes 1st place. Which means, I believe, that he is now the proud owner of a
yes,
SteelSeries Siberia V2 headset.
Unless there's something fishy about any of this, you'll get your headset.
Yes, but why don't you tell them how...
Yeah, I think the easiest thing right now for today, in the future we'll do with emails and everything, you'll have to sign up. More info on that on Facebook. But for today, I'm simply just going to PM you on PSN, so check your inbox on your PS4.
After we're done streaming here at 6
and
o'clock CET.
We'll sort out the information through here. I'm probably going to give you my email address, and then we'll sort it out that way.
But yeah, look out for a PM on PSN.
Yeah. All right, so let's see here. I'm not going to invite myself, no.
Again?
No. So,
and for those
guys
of you
behind the camera, can you note who won so we don't have to rewatch the video afterwards?
X Sirius.
I'll just go out into the menu so you can see it. And then, of course, you can't win again.
No, only one headset per person.
The number 3 player from the top.
Yeah.
You can play again if you want.
From the Risk clan.
We're going straight into another round. I'm going to pick a different map. Add GR Friday Nights on PSN. Let's see if I got it.
He was saying something that we couldn't hear because we have the volume too low. Yeah, sorry.
We can't hear you.
Can't hear you, but we'll PM you on PSN.
Oh, yes, man. Nice.
Good game.
So do I want to be fast?
Good game.
Decide quickly at least.
Thanks.
I'm gonna try to put on this one, which is the
consecutive kills increase the chance to deal more damage with bullet weapons.
Let's try that.
Okay.
And then let's get some speed on here. Agility, marathon, dead silence, reload, no. And there we go. All right, we're still waiting for people to join. See, these are in hours, right? Yeah, it's funny it doesn't say that actually. Still at the main menu. Gonna try to invite everyone. You still have your chance to join us. I'm gonna try to invite everyone.
Got a message from Xurius.
It's funny, there was one guy who added us before, but he doesn't seem to be online. Maybe he added us on... I don't know. Was Apple seen something? I don't see him here.
No.
Alright, I'm just gonna go out here and see what he wrote. But don't write us here. No, you can stay.
No, you can stay, you just can't win
You just
again.
can't win. Stay if you want, leave if you want.
Well, if you're the first place again, we'll just give it to second place.
Yeah. Alright, we're gonna play... I'm thinking we're gonna play Octane. What do you think of that, Dory?
I think that is... No, Tremor.
Tremor is a little bit big, I think.
Yeah, okay.
Let's just go through 'em. Flooded is a little bit bigger.
Not
See what we
Stonehaven,
have.
I don't like that map.
Oh, that's way too big as well. We could play Tremor. You want to play Tremor?
Yeah, let's check that out.
And the reason for the name Tremor, do you remember? I think we played before. It's because there's actually earthquakes
Yeah.
in the
I thought that was kind of a given. But so there are actually earthquakes activated mid through the map,
and it's so annoying. I mean, it's
cars
cool,
fall
but
down
it's so frustrating. You're like, I got this guy, and then it's like, and you can't see shit.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. I think it's cool they've kind of added some of these things. A little bit more Battlefield-ish. Octane has the thing where there's parts you can blow a hole in, and
Yeah.
walls and signs. And it's actually interesting because this time they're playing with those on. I don't know if you can turn it off, but they're playing with these at the tournaments. Where for Black Ops 2, when they played the maps there, they would turn off the map elements. Like there was one map that had a train coming. That would not be there when you played at a tournament.
Okay. I don't quite get that why they turn it off. I mean,
it's the thing that's very
map.
different for Call of Duty, I think, than other games. It's like for them, it's about minimizing the uncertainty. You know.
Yeah.
That you don't want to have a final, best of 11 games, and then the final kill ends up being the fucking train,
But then I mean, he should have learned the map better.
Yeah,
and
but that's
know when the train comes. And
it's because you don't want that.
Yeah, sure.
And I think that's where Treyarch and Infinity Ward has to balance what the pros want and what the
regular
want.
user.
Yeah, because you want new stuff probably. I'm sure there's a lot of people who don't want too much new because they like Call of Duty, but some people want Call of Duty to evolve, where the pro players don't want it to evolve that much because they want it to be the game that they're used to. It's like, as we talked about before, it's like football players don't want football to change because that's the game they're playing,
Yeah.
when it's turning into more of a sport. I talk too much and die too much. Already got a SATCOM up.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. With football, they make a better ball and they
There's
maybe
tiny-
change the offside rule a little bit, but it's
There's
basically the
tiny
same.
changes, and that's what's happening in Call of Duty as well.
Yeah.
And they try to... It's actually funny, there's one of the maps that's basically the same as it was in Modern Warfare 3. They've basically taken the exact same map. Oh, yeah, I can't talk and...
Well, please keep on then.
Keep on keeping on. Alright, let's see here. I'm not doing super well. See a dude. Got you.
Gotta pay back.
I always like when that pops off.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's one of the dudes.
Yeah,
you
I
killed.
didn't even know he killed
Yeah.
me, but... Oh. Killed by Sirius. And...
I kind of wish Big Frank would be in here.
Yeah.
I feel like I would actually have a chance of... Oh, did you see the little red thing around
Yeah.
it? That's when I actually got the extra damage.
Oh, okay. And Spawn killed,
Yes. That's what you love about Call of Duty, right?
obviously.
Even got the extra damage there as well?
But he was made of harder stuff than that.
Yes, wasn't enough.
You've been trailing here, and how many are playing? 6?
7.
No. Well, you've been keeping the 6th place warm for a bit.
Oof. Yeah, I'm not doing too well in this one. Shouldn't have listened to you. Oh, shouldn't have. He just got a double kill with a dog.
Nice. Is he coming? Yes, he's coming.
Ah. Don't chase kills. Yeah, 5 and 11. That's not impressive. You know what? I think.
You know what's worse?
What?
5-12.
Oh, it's like that now, is it?
Yes. That's where we're heading. It's your own damn fault.
Changed my gun. Got the kills.
And got killed.
Yeah, but it's getting better. It's getting better.
7-13. Did you play the single player through?
Yeah, I haven't finished it, no.
Oh.
But I've played the first couple of missions on like all the different consoles.
Yeah.
Like way too much, and then yeah, when we need it for stuff. Let's see, wasn't there a guy down here? I shouldn't stand there for that long.
But how would you compare the multiplayer of Black Ops 2 and Ghosts?
I didn't really like Black Ops 2 when it came out, and then I grew to love it when I started playing League Play, where you play with the competitive rules. And I kind of, I guess, I don't know.
Yeah, I remember you weren't that excited for Black Ops 2.
No, and I really don't like. I think it's the worst campaign there's been. I didn't really like the branching stuff that didn't work, and I didn't like that. I think the single player is better, but it's not like the Modern Warfare ones that I actually liked. I think this multiplayer has some good stuff, but it's really lacking theater mode and League Play. I really miss League Play, where you can play like, because there's always some overpowered guns and that sort of stuff, and I think this is a little bit worse with that. But that wouldn't really matter if they had League Play, where you just have the
set rules.
Yeah, and you would have the overpowered guns would be banned. Like the FAL was banned in Black Ops 2. Here you have the MSBS, which I think is even more overpowered.
Oh, and here we have an earthquake.
So it wouldn't really matter that the balance seems to be a little bit less in this. Like if it was just banned the overpowered stuff. So that's annoying. But we'll see what happens with it. I didn't play Call of Duty Black Ops 2 that much at this time of the season, so maybe it'll get better.
Yeah, you picked it up later.
I actually really started playing it when I had been to COD Champs.
Yeah. And you're looking forward to that this year? I'm pretty sure you'll be the one going in.
I hope we. Okay, so Trolls won.
So Trolls 1999, congratulations! You have just won a.
And see, he's using the OP weapon, the MSBS. I don't think there's ever been a gun in Call of Duty where you die from one burst.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't like using it, and it's not.
Yeah, you still got a hit with it.
Yeah.
So Trolls will send you a PSN message.
15. Yeah. So Lasse, will you note him down as well? Trolls 1999. So it's top 2 players here are the winners.
Yeah.
Let's see if we
can invite some more players, and then we'll go until the third match.
I think we're actually going to look at the map stuff now first, and people have time to add us if they want and be ready.
So if you're out there with your PS4, and a copy of Call of Duty Ghosts, you better run and add us at GR Friday nights. We're going to get the information down here at the bottom of the screen in 2 seconds.
All right, Dory, I'm going to let you choose this one. We're either going to play Flooded, which is the one you saw earlier.
Yeah.
Or we're going to play...
you wanted to play Octane.
No, or Freight. Or
no,
Octane.
I don't like Freight. Octane, rather.
So I don't have any excuses.
Yeah.
Is that where we're going?
Yeah. So yeah, if you're out there, PS4 and copy of Call of Duty Ghosts, join us, add us on PSN GR Friday nights for a chance to win a headset. If you have it on any other platforms, for example, Xbox Live, it's the same GR Friday nights. Or if it's on 360 or PS3,
the same username,
still add us.
Yeah.
And keep an eye out on Facebook/GR Friday nights, where we'll announce the dates and platforms that we're going to be playing and the prices for this season of GR Friday nights.
I will say, we don't, as we said earlier, we don't have confirmation. But last year, we actually sent 2 guys with me to Los Angeles, flight, hotel, everything paid for. They got to see the Call of Duty Championship, which was awesome.
and
And I didn't have to work like I did. So,
and then I got to shake hands and meet the pros.
It's really interesting, actually, that I've started following the competitive scene, how some of the teams have changed throughout this year. Like, the team that won last year is not, like, they've actually moved on to find each other, but they were, like, on all different teams, and now most of the team is back together, and Optic, which is the most popular team, they have, like, I think they've had, like, 5 or 6 roster changes since last year, which is, it's crazy. So it'll be fun to follow that in the coming weeks, how they do, and see how they do at the championship. And it's always fun to see people who used to be on the same team. Now they're on different teams, and then when they meet at the tournament, if there's a little bit of hard feelings going on.
So I mean, that's not confirmed, but it's a good chance that we'll actually pick some users.
We're hoping for that.
Hopefully, if everything goes according to plan, and send them to the Call of Duty Championships.
Yeah.
But right now, what we're playing for is once again
the
SteelSeries Siberia V2 headset. Lovely box. Headset within.
Hip hop cam. Can we get like a 3D cam as well at one point? That would be awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, join us. As I said, kick Nick's ass and grab a headset. Right now.
Should we just do it?
Yeah.
Let's do it. So Trolls can't win. Zurich's X-Shurius can't win.
X-Shurius.
So we have a pretty good chance here. We have 4 people who can actually win this.
Yeah.
And we're going to go. And then I think if we have time, we're just going to have a little fun round. Maybe play a public match after this.
Sure. And we're going now for Octane.
Octane. Again, one of the maps they play competitively. And that one of the ones that they showed off very early, where there's a couple of signs that you can actually blow a hole in, and there's a gas station. You can explode and it'll fall down. So there's a little bit of that Battlefield thing where it can change.
Like interactive map.
Yeah. Which is cool, but actually for when it really counts, I don't want that to happen. I just want the map. I like that's where for me. Then I play Battlefield, you know.
True.
But hey. All right.
If you can.
I'm gonna annoy Lasse now and lean forward, but you should have learned by now that when I play.
Yeah, adjust the camera.
All right.
And I think also this is one of the maps that make people say, "Oh, look, the graphics aren't that much better than the Black Ops 2."
Yeah.
But it's not because of the graphics; it's because of the color palette of this map. It's very
also,
brown.
if you've seen this on Xbox One or PS4, the graphics are way better.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Like really.
I mean,
you can't tell that much in this level. I'll give you that, but.
Yeah, you cannot argue that it doesn't look better on next gen or PC, but with this map, you can argue that the color palette is just boring. I think.
Yeah.
But of course, it's a desert map. So it's
also,
sand.
again, when I really like when I want to play Call of Duty, it's nice that the graphics are better, but I don't really care. Like I don't really care about anything other than the gameplay when it's like really, oh god damn it. So now I gave away my position. There's always one top broken there. It's
like I still haven't moved to Counter-Strike Global Offensive. I'm still on Source.
yeah, I would probably still play that if as well. I don't think Go was that good. Oh, you don't want to run into me like that. Oh,
and you got him.
is trying to camp top broken again. All right, let's see. So there's
running back out into the open. Oh, double kill. Still failed your field orders.
Yeah.
Those were orders, Nick.
Well, if you know me, you know. All right, let's see. There's a guy up here.
There was.
Yeah, he moved down there. Oh, there was.
I think
he
jumped.
Duked me.
Yeah, he jumped down and ran up.
Oh, that's terrible. All right, I need to use my Stalker perk better, which, of course, for people who don't know, means that you move really fast even though you're aimed in. And with an assault rifle, you're not going to win a gunfight against an SMG if you're not already
zoomed in.
Yeah. The
spread
ADS
is too much.
way bigger, way faster on a submachine gun.
So
Actually, I'd like to hear people in the chat how they feel, if they agree with some of these things that I say. Like, I tend to think that in Treyarch games the submachine guns are better than, like, they have generally submachine guns are better in Treyarch games and assault rifles are better in Infinity Ward games. Oh, I'm just getting destroyed now.
yeah, I left the chat unattended for too long, so it refreshed, and now I don't have any of the messages from previously. But
saw a chick over here. All right, all right.
okay, getting back there.
An ICU does that you actually regain health faster after you've. And I actually shouldn't have gotten that kill anyway. Shouldn't.
Why?
Because I think he was using a Bison, which is an SMG. He should have been faster than me with aiming in.
He just ran into your bullets.
Yeah. See if there's a guy up here. There usually is. No?
Well, now you're the guy.
Is he duking me again? Oh, god damn it. Alright, I'm gonna try to use the MTAR even though I don't think it's very good in this map. I'm not good. I'm not good with it on this map. I'm gonna play a little bit of risky business here.
And you dropped to 4th place.
Yeah, I was actually down to 5, so I'm...
Oh, and up to 2. Things changed quickly on the battlefield.
It's a close game. Oh, he's missing 1 kill, and he can't get it, it seems. It's always frustrating. Is that behind me? It's been a long time he's been on 29.
He's been stuck on 29 for quite a bit.
I still have bad dreams about that one game where I was on 29 and then like a guy was like 8 kills behind me or something, and then he ended up winning and I just couldn't get the final kill. There's actually a guy up there. Oh. Did so well before.
Oh, well, you're still 2nd place.
Yeah, but I'm negative now.
It's just if you look at the KD, and KD doesn't matter, right?
Well,
of course it matters.
In free fall, it definitely matters. Oh. It's crazy that he's not getting that kill. He was here.
I wonder if he's doing it on purpose. He's just running around having fun.
Maybe he's trying. Oh, you know, he might try to get like a knife kill or some shit.
Yeah.
Oh, it's serious. That's why. He's 29 and 11.
Enemy SATCOM spotted. Enemy SATCOM spotted. Enemy SATCOM spotted.
Okay. See, I tried to duke him. Oh, it didn't work. So I was 18 and 18, and now I'm 18 and 23. That's no fun.
And down to 5th.
Did I just move down to 5th?
Yep.
Maybe that's what he's waiting on.
He wants to get you all the way down.
Oh! That hurts.
I went back to the Remington.
Yeah, I feel like it didn't really work out. I need to...
A little bit of camping.
Yeah, I kind of want to see where people are moving.
moving in behind you.
Yeah, as soon as you take a shot, of course you pop up on the radar. So. Come back. Yeah, that was like 7 deaths in a row.
And that was serious that you just got there. I wonder if he's just running around, not shooting.
Oh, there you got it. So
okay.
Skillpad, got it.
Yeah, Skillpad 1, 2, 3. You just want a headset. You get a headset. You get a headset. Everybody
it's
gets
like
a headset.
all prob in here.
Yeah. We got the SteelSeries Siberia V2, sorry. And
cross-platform headset.
Send you a message and oh no, yes. That's how we do. We'll send you a message, get your contact information, and send it to you to tweet if there's no funny business.
Yes.
Because of course there are some rules and restrictions regarding age and I believe previous.
Yeah.
If you've taken part previously.
Yeah. I think this is a new season, so if you won last season, that's okay. But
yes.
But that, yeah.
New season of GR Friday Night starting. We still haven't quite lined up all the prices yet, but we're working on that. We'll next week or in 2 weeks.
In next week.
Next
Friday.
We'll have GR Friday.
I'm just gonna jump into a public match and play 1 round, and that's how we're gonna end the stream. And then let's talk about while I play this, what we're gonna do next week.
Yes. Do you have the list?
Let me think. What are we doing Monday? I don't remember. I know. Les, do you have the list? I actually might have it on here. We actually got to see Freight now.
Yep.
Let's see here. So Monday, the plan is to play Dead Rising on Xbox.
Oh yes.
Tuesday, you have something going on.
Yeah, Tuesday. I'm still working on it. But I want to take a look at some of the recently released indie local 4-player co-op games, among which is going to be Nidhogg, which is a multi-award-winning indie game, won several IGFs, stuff like that. And then I have Gentleman. We have Samurai Gun, which we've played here in the office. And then I was thinking a Danish game called Forced, which kind of fits into it as well. With kind of Diablo-ish, but it has a fun co-op function with a ball that you throw that you need to solve, and it's hard as fuck.
Okay.
Really hard. So, but the plan is to try to get 4 people in here at the same time. That's always hard with people having deadlines.
I'm away next week.
And you're away. So I've been calling up some friends. We'll see what happens, but at least it's going to be me and Thomas taking a look at these games and having fun. And then
see, I didn't reload.
And that's Tuesday.
Wednesday is unconfirmed, but the plan is that we should get NBA 2K14 on PS4 and play that. I think the only next-gen game we haven't played yet, actually.
Yeah. Pretty sure.
We don't have it here, so if we can get it in time, which we've been promised we will.
Yeah,
well,
I have an email where they say they're express shipping it, so. Yeah. We'll see.
But you never know with that stuff. Oh, hello, friend. Then Thursday we're playing Battlefield 4. We're not sure yet if it's going to be on Xbox One or PS4.
Yeah.
Damn dog. And my idea with it is we're going to see what our editors have. So we want to get some of our editors on there. So whatever, there's most people.
Yeah, we want to play multiplayer. We want to get as many editors that are available to play.
And then we want to play with you as well.
Yeah.
And then Friday, I'll finally be back, and we'll do news again, and we'll do GR Friday nights.
Full circle.
So I guess I should say go Pats now, because they're gonna be playing this Sunday, and I won't be able to gloat until Friday next week if they win.
Well, I'm just gonna say go Iceland in the handball.
Okay.
Yes. Even though I'm not gonna watch it, I can't jinx it. Every time I watch it, they lose. So
you've been told not to watch it now?
Yeah. By law, it's Icelandic law now.
Is it?
No.
That would be amazing.
But yeah, that's next week, and then of course we're streaming every day.
I will say, hopefully the following Monday, and again nothing set in stone, but we should be playing Tomb Raider on Next Gen.
Yeah.
That's coming out
edition.
The week after.
Yeah, so we're gonna have it in our greasy little palms a little bit ahead of schedule.
Yes. That's the plan.
Yeah. still in talks about that. And who knows, maybe an extra copy to give away. You have to stay tuned to find out.
Oh, took a lot of bullets.
And you got cranked.
Yeah. All right, I forgot
And
I
then
have
you
a
got
SATCOM.
But yeah, congratulations to our 3 winners of today's stream. And if you want to win, as I've said before, facebook.com/grfridaynights for all the announcements, which platforms, which dates,
That
what
is really
prices.
the place to check
That
out.
is the hub for GR Friday Nights. Also add us on PSN GR Friday Nights, Xbox Live GR Friday Nights, and
for everything
keep a
not
lookout.
Call of Duty, add Game Reactor Live. That's the account we're playing on for everything
else.
Yeah, so when we're playing Battlefield next week, if you have Battlefield 4
That's gonna be
on
Game Reactor
Xbox
Live.
One or PS4 and wants to play with us, that's the way you need to go. All right, let's see. There's a dude camping up in here. Cranked. How are we doing on time? Is this running?
We got 3 minutes or so.
Okay, so I can finish this.
Yeah, we'll finish this and then sign
What do you
off.
think of the idea of this game mode? It's basically you play it's normal team deathmatch, but then when you kill someone, you get cranked, which means you get all these like speed perks, like faster aiming and running and aiming down the sides and all that stuff. And then whenever you kill someone when you're cranked, you get double points, double kills.
Yeah. Do you also reset the crank timer? So
yeah. So you have 30 seconds to kill someone. If you don't, you blow up.
Okay.
You explode.
I like that.
That's kind of the risk you run. You don't even have a choice. But
and I mean
if you don't have that, then you would be too powerful probably.
And I mean, obviously, the name of the game mode tells us exactly where it comes from.
Yeah, I like that. They're not.
They didn't even try to hide it.
Yeah.
It's like this is Crank the game mode.
Yes. Oh, we won.
Great job.
Didn't do too well myself, but hey.
Bodhi Samsa asking for Battlefield 4 on PS3, please.
We could do that, but
we could do that.
week.
Not next week.
No.
We're still looking at the next gen. They're hot off the presses, and we're still having fun getting our hands on them. But we will be playing on the other consoles as well. Of course, it's hard to play on every single console, every single game. But
yeah, keep letting us know what you want to play.
Where there's demand, we will supply. So keep on demanding.
Yeah.
Because we like to make you happy.
And with that, I think we're gonna say thanks for this
thanks for joining us.
Have a nice weekend.
Again, help us find a name for our new show.
Yes.
We could just call it News, but that's boring. So, come up with something fun, and we'll kick something nice your way. And join us again next week for GR Friday Nights. Stay tuned. Once again, Facebook/GR Friday Nights for all the announcements of dates, platforms, and prices.
And Game Reactor Live every day from 4 till 6.
Yeah. See you Monday.
Go Pats!
See you on the flip side.